Halloween! Welcome everyone to my hopefully Halloween special if this works out. If it doesn't work out, you're never gonna see this. But that's my decoration. I got one candle. Ooh. So as you can see, I got my tarot deck here, full of tarot cards. And we're gonna shuffle these babies up. And I'm gonna do a reading on everyone's favorite lolcow, Phillip Burnell. And we're gonna see how accurate I am. Because it's been a long time since I did a reading. Not that long, but I usually get somewhat accurate results with this. So hopefully maybe we can peer into Phillip's future. Now, I'm still new at this kind of thing. So, forgive me, but I might be looking up the meanings of certain cards or whatever, because I haven't memorized the meanings of the cards yet. So, and I'm not good at shuffling cards, actually. I know some people can do that, like flip. I can't do that. And these cards are like thicker stock than normal cards too, so it would make it a little bit difficult to do that. I think the best way to really shuffle these cards is to like a 52 pickup, you know what I mean? Where you just throw all the cards on the floor, you rearrange them like a child, and then you just kind of like, that's the only more accurate way to spread the cards about so you have it totally random. Because that's what you want. You want a random pull, you know? Alright. Alright, I'm going to set this here. I'm going to look up something. So, 1 second. I need to just double check the spread that we're going to do for our boy Phillip here. I went too far. Which I think we're just going to do the 4-card spread. Yeah, we're going to do the 4-card spread for him. Alright. Let's get ready to go. So I'm going to lay out 4 cards here, and that's going to represent Phillip. And the first card that I'm going to lay down, well, let me wait and actually explain it while we do it. So some people, when they're doing tarot cards, they like to like shuffle and keep shuffling until a card randomly falls out. Or some people will just take the top card and that'll be it. So let's just shuffle, and whatever card just pops out. Or if it's a lot, I don't really know what to do with that. So let's try that again. If I could just get it to where it's... There we go. So that'll go down there. That's the first card. And I do apologize. This might... I'm probably going to put some light music behind this in post. One more. Show me the last card. That's the last card. Alright. Set this over here. So we have 4 cards here. This first card is going to represent the person we're talking about. The person this reading is for is Phillip Burnell, DSP Gaming. So that is what this card represents, is him in general. Sorry. The second card is going to represent his past. This card, the third card, is going to represent his present. And then this last card is going to represent his future. And then we're going to flip these, and I'll read the explanations for these, and we're going to see how accurate or not accurate this is. Because sometimes they can be inaccurate, especially when you're just starting out. So if it is not accurate, I'll try one more time. Or we'll see. Like, even if not, it's something, you know? But we'll see. I have faith. So the first card we flip over is the 4 of Chalices here. The 4 of Chalices. So should I flip them all over and then look up the description? Or, well, we'll just look up the description. So we're going to scroll on down here. Oh, chalices, cups, same thing. Okay, 4 of Cups. Which is in an upright position, because if it's upright or reversed, there's a difference there. So if it was upside down, it would be reversed, which means the opposite of what the normal explanation of the card would be. But this is the upright position. The suit, often named Cups, is often also referred to the chalices. It represents the emotional and physical aspects of life. Fantasy, imagination, feelings, and love. A 4 in this suit refers to a restless time, where a person may have become dissatisfied with life, emotionally uncomfortable, feeling stagnated, longing for change. The heart ponders its options, as it should. And remember, this is the card referring to Phillip Burnell in general. This is like the general descriptor of Phil. Okay, so that seems pretty accurate, I would say. It represents, like, you know, like, he's restless, he's not happy where he is, he's dissatisfied, he's feeling like life is not showing up or not happening the way it should have happened for him, because he has delusions of grandeur. And he thinks he should be in a better place than where he is. So that makes sense. This card is going to represent his past. So let's look up and see what his past looks like. I mean, we all know what his past looks like, but... Okay, this is... Oh, it's another Chalice card. We got the Queen of Chalices here. And Phil's pulling a lot of chalices. I don't know if that's good or not, but we got the Queen of Cups or the Queen of Chalices. Upright meaning, and this is representing his past. Traditionally representing the energy of a queen, this card traditionally portrays a sensitive, vulnerable... The card itself portrays a sensitive, vulnerable, omniscient woman who suffers unconditional love. So what does the meaning of the card mean? This person sometimes has difficulty identifying their own best interests in the midst of their responsiveness to others. As a result, they can sometimes appear slightly unfocused and perhaps overwhelmed, filled as they are with spirits. The card represents the Grail Crane. Alright. Encourages you to be... That's not a very good explanation. So let me just double check the meaning of that one really quick. Hold on. Oh no, that's just the Arcana one. Sorry everyone. Again, I'm not the best at... I haven't memorized these yet. Alright, so upright keywords are compassion, warmth, kindness, intuition, healer, counselor, supportive. This doesn't really sound like the Phil we know, but maybe this is referring maybe again to like his long past when he was a child before he got on the internet. Could do it. We had to do. It reflects your relationship with other people. You may be an emotionally strong rock that serves as an anchor for someone else. You may be here to help teach and support others using intuition. Upright love meaning, upright career meaning, taking the role of carer at work, seeking out support and compassion at work. Upright finances meaning, using resources to care for others, giving, charity, generosity. I still think this might be wrong in terms of Phil, though. This does not seem like it. Let me just one more time check. I mean, sometimes these aren't always 100% accurate, but maybe at one point he was like that when he was a child, before he got corrupted. Sorry, one second. Yeah, it just says in compassion, emotional stability, and fair judgment. Work towards emotional well-being instead of abstractly explaining away all your problems. Sometimes a listening ear and a patient friend is required. Indicates creativity and imagination and finding avenues for self-expression. So that makes a little bit more sense. Maybe that's why he started YouTube in the first place, was because he was at the time feeling creative and imaginative and he was yearning for some way to express itself. It's a possible explanation. Alright, so this card is going to represent his present state of being. And it is the King of Wands. So let's go back to the King of Wands. And these are all upright, so not reversed. This card represents the classic conquering hero. He is a charismatic, entrepreneurial, and ambitious, always creating new adventures. He does this because he doesn't like to stay home to have to mind the store. Well, that's not him. Feeling restless. He gets to feel restless and bored. It could be said that he has a bit of an ego, which that does make sense, as evidenced by his enjoyment of flattery and praise. There you go. He loves being flattered and praised. He has a huge ego, a bit of a performer. He overachieves in situations where it will be noticed. But in private, he wants to be served and adored like a hired lion of a pride. That explains Phil pretty accurately, I would say. But benevolent dictator. Well, I wouldn't call him benevolent, but he does envision himself a dictator. He makes life wonderful for those who loves him and just the opposite for those who displease him. That does seem quite accurate. I'm not going to lie. Let me just double check with this one. What was this? The Wands. And that's the other thing with tarot. It's also about the person who's doing the tarot, like me. It's about your own interpretation of the... It's about your own interpretation of the meaning of the cards, too. Because they have the plain black and white meaning here of what these cards supposedly represent. But it's also up to the tarot person who's doing the tarot cards to glean meaning from that and how it relates to the person that we're querying about. In this case, Phil. Upright, thrives under pressure. He is a helm of every new project, which, I mean, that's not correct. And relishes in the duty and responsibility of leadership, suggests taking a goal-oriented perspective. He's a big picture thinker who carefully that's incorrect. So yeah, I think it fits better over here with the other explanation as opposed to this one, where he has a huge ego, he loves being fawned over. That makes more sense. So, And last but not least, we have DSP's future. Supposedly DSP's future. A possible future. Because the future's always in flux, isn't it? Right? Hold on 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so, because as we all know, the future is always subject to change. It is never steady. And at present, this is just kind of predicting a possible future if things stay the way they were and he doesn't change anything. Supposedly. We got the Two of Cups here. Two of Cups. Oh, coins. I'm sorry, that's coins. Two of Coins. So let's look up the Two of Coins. Or Pentacles sometimes. Because each card, like each tarot deck, and they're all upright too. Each tarot deck lets either coins or pentacles sometimes. This suit, named the Coins or Pentacles, symbol of a magical talisman that represented wealth or potential, blah blah blah. In this suit generally features a youth juggling 2 coins. This card counsels patience, so do not allow yourself to be rushed. That's all Phil does is not do anything. The figure 8 image is symbol of its message. No need to hurry. You have all the time you need to work this out, no matter how things appear right now. Implied within this scenario is the ideal that changes are in the works, but you will do better to stay calm until you have more information, is what it's saying. So, I don't know if that's super accurate. Let's look up another meaning, because there are multiple different meanings. So, that's Wands, Cups, Swords. Sorry about this, just checking. Two of Pentacles. What's this? Here we go. Balancing resources, adaptation, resourcefulness, flexibility, and stretching resources. That's more accurate. Okay, let's see. Upright is about balance. The coins are displayed in a manner that is precarious. Any small change in wind or weight can tip and send them falling. For those that may have more coins to go around, they can afford to be less careful. But at this moment, things may be tight. Wealth, too, is a kind of energy, and it is the kind where comings and goings are the easiest, most tangible to see. So let's see, upright finances meaning tight finances, prioritizing bills, unstable finances. Upright career meaning juggling work projects, being resourceful at work. Upright love meaning balancing love, work, family, adapting to changes in love. Now, I'm not one to speculate, but that's kind of the whole point of tarot, is to glean meaning that you find through your own intuitiveness. But adapting to changes in loves might mean teen divorce might be onto something here. Might have to, like, maybe it seems to me that he's not devoting enough time to his own relationship, right? So he's not devoting enough, he's focusing too much on his own work and not enough on his own relationship, is what I'm finding. As well as, due to him not budgeting any of his money, and obviously wasting too much money on WWE champions, that could put him in tight finances in the future, if he doesn't change now. It seems very unstable for his finances in the future. You may be juggling too many projects right now at work, which I agree with. Maybe he's because he's trying to do the podcast, he's trying to do gaming, which he's trying to balance like a lot of different games at once. And on top of that, you got that bullshit React thing, which he should honestly just cancel that React. His whole React content is garbage and it's not working out the way he wants it to work out. So maybe he should just get rid of that and focus more on the gaming. But This is likely to be more hectic than usual. Things are either dumped in you last minute, which, but he doesn't live in a normal workplace. Finances, which is basically the suggests that you're working hard to make sure well, he's not working hard, but you may have to do juggling act right now, as things can be, and when it says right now, this means in the future, because this is in the future setting. So it's like in the future, he's going to have to do a juggling act, as things can be rather tight. Can point towards the need to make some important changes when it comes to money, i.e. he might have to stop spending so much on WWE Champions just to make sure that his bills are getting paid. Things feel very uncertain, and they are likely on unstable ground right now, as in the future, not right now. Everything seems to be changing so quickly, meaning they may have to be very hesitant in making that choice. Remain adaptable, and you'll be able to come out of that situation. But we all know Phil is like the most non-adaptable person out there right now. He's the least adaptable of everyone. So he might have to make some changes. Let's check out the love meaning, and then I'm going to let you go. This card generally appears when you have many responsibilities you'll need to take care of. Love may be the last thing on your mind. You may be feeling strained, juggling your relationship, career, and family issues. Because remember, he is a family, guys. All things require effort, and if you consider your relationship important, be careful not to neglect your partner, which he clearly has been. If you're single now, which he's not, you may need to decide what is more important to you and make some choices to prioritize or deprioritize romance. So there you have it. That's Phil's future, supposedly. I would say overall this was pretty accurate. The only thing that I feel might not have been super accurate was the Queen of Wait, was it the Queen? No, actually it was the King of Queen of Chalices was the one. But the way I gleaned my intuition based on what I know of the person, and based on the descriptions, I could see how it could fit to him too. So I would say overall this is a pretty accurate read from what we know of him, from what he shows of himself online. I would say this is actually a pretty decent reading of him. Of him the person, his past, or maybe in the past, at one point, he was actually like more compassionate, more understanding, wanting to find a creative outlet, and was more imaginative back then. Because we all know, like, when he first started YouTube, he was doing, like, skits and stuff, and he was, like, being more creative than he is now. Stuff like that. And how now he's, like, wanting to be worshipped right now, wanting all this praise and attention, and, how he's still, like, and then his future. So I would say that's fairly accurate. But yeah, so that was my read on Phillip. I hope you all have a safe and fun Halloween. And I'll see you guys again for the next video, which won't be anything like this. It'll be back to normal. And I'll see you guys later.